Today we're back inside of Diablo Immortal talking about 5 different things that you should know about the game, whether you're going to play it on PC via BlueStacks or if you're going to be playing it on your mobile device. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, and again, I'm excited to be here with you guys talking about Diablo Immortal, keeping that hype up and keeping yourself and myself excited for this game, which we all are going to love. We're watching some Wizard gameplay, which I'll be linking down below, and this is from the 2019 BlizzCon experience. But there are 5 discussions and 5 topics that we're going to have today, and they all come from an article that I found over on the BlueStacks website. Kind of sparked my thought process on this video. I'll be linking that as well below. But let's get into the first point. Number 1 is the release date could be closer than we expect. Now, if we think about what was said about Diablo Immortal coming mid-year for testing, a lot of people are questioning what that means. Testing is going to mean an alpha or a beta. In this case, I'm pretty sure they mean an alpha. So what does that mean to you? Someone that wants to play the game, someone that wants to get their hands on it. An alpha is an early testing phase of Diablo or of any game, right? It's giving a small part of the community, whether they be content creators, people that are part of making the game, or even just people that they choose from the community that they know are big within the Diablo community or the community of whatever game it's coming out. Those people will get to play the game, test the game, and give feedback. It's not defined by region. It's usually just defined by relationship and ability to give the feedback that they're looking for. This is very close. It's a small group of people. You have your small pot of people right here. From there, we open up to beta, and beta is then going to be accessible to a lot more people. You signed up on their website saying you want to get the game. That would probably put you in a list of people that would have access to the beta. Sometimes the beta can be region locked. It may only be for certain sections of the world. And then third, the last would be the global launch. Now, if you remember my previous videos, I mentioned that I thought the game would be launching globally for everyone at the beginning of 2021, beginning of the new year after BlizzCon, which isn't actually happening anymore. But that's when I had thought that it would be coming, and that's still my thought. I think that Alpha is going to be coming like soon. I'm hoping this month. I'm hoping to see that Alpha is out. It would be amazing if that were the case. But again, nothing's confirmed. They said mid-year 2020 for testing. I'm hoping that means Alpha. I'm hoping that means me. So that is why I think it may be closer than we've been thinking. The next thing I want to discuss are the skills and how they could be cooler than we would even think. Talking about area of effect damage, where if you're using the wizard in a freezing ability and shards could come out from that wizard and hurt the other enemies around as well. But something that they mentioned in this article over from the BlueStacks website is cross character skill use. So if you use one skill, so say you use a wizard to freeze your opponent, then you could come in with the barbarian and barbarian smash with some skills. Or if these skills were to in some way work together, that would be very cool, and it would further promote cross-team play, bringing in more people playing together to get more benefits with more skills being used more often. Basically, it's encouraging teamwork. It's encouraging not just playing solo, but playing with your clan of players, which hopefully we're going to be able to make that as well. But what do you think of that, guys? Do you like the idea of people being able to utilize the skills together to either change the skills outcome or further strengthen the skills of a particular hero because of another hero skill being used at the same time? I personally like the idea. I think it could be a lot of fun. By the way, if you haven't yet subbed the channel, why don't you go ahead and do that now, because when Diablo Immortal comes out, we're going to have regular videos for you right here on the channel, walking you through the game, teaching you everything that you want to know. The next thing I want to discuss are the footage and trailers that are currently out for the game. It's limited. There are 2 trailers out for Diablo Immortal right now. Blizzard does a really nice job of giving us a beautiful, amazing cinematic story that we can watch to get hyped about the game, to try and tell the story, a little bit of the lore which is going on in Diablo Immortal. By the way, speaking of lore, on Mondays I drop a lore video for Diablo Immortal every single Monday. You guys should check out that series. I'll link it down below. If you want to know the story of Diablo, you can find it there. But there are only the 2 trailers, and there's just a small amount of footage online of this game. This has been a very well-kept secret, and the footage is stuff that I use. I find it through some various Asian websites. I find a little bit on YouTube and Twitch, and obviously I link those when I use them, but this footage is rare. So there's not that much that we could watch to determine what the game is going to have. And also keep in mind, the footage from 2018 BlizzCon is older. You don't have the bar around the attack button showing when the super is going to be available. There are a lot of things that don't work the same because the game was earlier in development. Now things have progressed quite a bit, and honestly, we haven't seen new footage in 6 months. So I can't wait to see where the game is right now. And that's just like, you know, there's not a ton out yet, but we're trying to decipher and decide and figure out what we can from what we already have. Soon Alpha's going to be here, and it's going to be a whole different story. Next up, let's talk about the size of your team. Initially, a lot of people thought that you were able to have 4 different characters coming together, playing through Diablo together, Diablo Immortal together. But many people are saying now that we can get up to 10 players, even some of being the same class, because remember, we don't have 10 classes in the game. 10 players joining together to take on these battles in Sanctuary. It's going to be really cool. The more people, I shouldn't say this. I was going to say the more people, the better, but that's not true, because it could get to a point where there's just too many, where it's just not enjoyable because it's too spammy and too many. But 10 people, being able to get 10 of your friends or 9 of your friends and yourself together to play the game can be exciting. Again, as I always say in my videos, sound off down below in the comments section. Let me know what you think of these ideas. Do you like the idea of 10 different people being able to come through and participate in the game? I do. And lastly, another reason why this game is not cookie cutter, another reason why this is not a reskin. Many people are excited about the characters that we love coming back to Diablo Immortal, because again, we're talking about story in between Diablo 2 and in between Diablo 3. So introducing brand new characters could get a little bit weird. Just because we're using the same characters that were in Diablo 2 and 3 doesn't mean it's a reskin of the game. It's a continuation of the story. It's actually an in-between section of the story. So of course we're going to have the same characters. We're going to have the wizard, the crusader, the necromancer, the barbarian. We're going to have the, what did I miss? I missed a bunch. I'm going to look at my notes. We're going to have the monk. We're also going to have the demon hunter. Okay, so there's a lot of classes that we have to look forward to. We put many videos out on the channel before asking you which are your favorite, and you guys have sounded off with many different. And actually, you know, the necromancer seems to be winning that race. I guess it's going to be a good class, or at least you guys expect it to. So, what do you guys think of these 5 things? Are you going to play on BlueStacks, or are you going to play on your mobile device? Now, in the video prior to this one, I hooked up with 9 and we talked about more of the lore within Diablo Immortal. I want to know if you guys have checked out those videos, and if you haven't and you're looking to know more about the story that is part of the game that you are going to be spending so much time in, definitely check it out. We're on episode 3. It just dropped as my previous video. You should go check that one out. If it's not linked somewhere, just go to the main page of my channel and you will find it there. It's, what is it? Diablo Immortal Lore, episode 3. Check it out. It's going to be a great video and you guys are going to enjoy it. But we're out of here for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you in the comments section below. Also, remember, you should come through my Discord server where we are building a community of people that are going to be in love with Diablo Mobile, aka Diablo Immortal. Come through, be part of that family over there. The threads are growing, the discussion is happening, and a lot of times, my ideas for videos come from there. I'll be looking for your comments down below, so make sure you put them there, and I do my best to answer every single one. But we're out of here for today. Make sure you check out this video before you go. Remember, guys, have a great day and be good. How am I going to start this thing? Oh, I got to put my cover image up. 1 second. Boom, and play. Today we're back in